Folks, we have an epic fail from Queens Village this morning. We have an awesome epic fail 10 days into 2019. And I can't show you it now, but we'll show the bus that became the victim in just a second, because this is gold. This is gold. I gotta get this on tape, folks, because I'll show you what happened. This Orion VII old gen was just completing its route from Kew Gardens. And we'll get the number in just a second, because it's now saying the right proper sign. Q46. Literally, it just turned 10 o'clock. So that's perfect timing. So let's get the number. It's 6892. Once again, 6892. I should have taped it, folks, when I was with my dad. I should have got it, but I don't know if I would have gotten the right shot. But what happened was this bus was pulling in 6892, and it said Q1 Queens Village Springfield Boulevard. And I was telling my dad, Dad, that's not right. How is that the right sign? So I wanted to show you that because, as you know, once again, I'm very familiar with the Queens Village Bus Depot's fleet. And 6892 was, of course, a bus that we've had problems with before on this channel. Can look it up. I don't know what video it was, but we've had problems with 6892 before. It's pulling away, but I'm glad I got it on tape. I'm glad I exposed Queens Village again, because, what was I going to say? Right. My point. The bus, it looked like I cleaned it. So that's good. Some buses are getting cleaned. But it's hit or miss because, again, you have bad maintenance standards that, I'm going to say this again, when you bring people in from TransDev, bad things can happen. And that's another example. So I just wanted to quickly show you the bus that became victim this morning, because it's an unfortunate tragedy. I've seen it happen once when it said Q88 to Elmhurst, but that wasn't the right info. Yeah, folks, the brakes are squeaking on 6440. I think this is maybe the 5th or 6th time I've been inside this model, inside this number. So once again, the engine's acting up. What else is new? Yep. Barely hold the sound. It's not sounding like it's gonna get more. It's even lucky. Oh boy, we have graffiti. Unbelievable. It's just the 3rd or 4th time this week I heard that Sarah Meyer announcement. You don't know who she is. She's the head of customer service at the MTA, I think, for NYCT Transit. So let's hear the brakes squeak. Yep, that noise is going to get louder and louder as every time we stop. Again, listen to this noise. It's just off. Yep, we're accelerating, and the problem is it's probably another who spells. Or probably something is wrong inside the engine. I quickly want to show you something, folks. If we go up here, you can see that there's a limited sign on that one. I never have seen graffiti before in the ceiling. That's a first. We're going to try to catch that squeaking sound one more time. Alright, we couldn't catch it this time, but we'll take a seat before we lose it. I don't know if there's going to be any Paddington students getting on board. Alright. Yep, there's that squeaking noise. We're going to have to wait and see the next stop or two when it comes. I also want to mention that this is the same bus driver I got yesterday. I recognize his face. And he doesn't realize that he's probably another transit employee. He's probably used to this. He's probably thinking inside his head right now, this is the same thing that happened when I drove the Orion VII Next Gen at, what is it? Right, nice bus. So far, no brake squeaking, but earlier it was awful. You should have heard it. If I didn't catch it, I do apologize. Well, let's listen to the engine. Accelerate again. Yeah, it's squeaking more in the front, not the back, so something's probably wrong with the fronts. Well, the good news is I am feeling warm in this bus because there is warm air being it's hot. I feel the vent being hot, but it's a little bit cold. A little bit of a mix. It's probably because the driver actually put the HVAC on today, because you can actually clearly see out the window, because they probably told the drivers to put the HVAC on. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Hey, 6876. See, every time I've been taking these buses, I'm really getting familiar with this fleet. Because I was speaking to Randomness on Facebook today, and we had a long discussion about other stuff, but the point I'm making is that we were discussing the Queens Village fleet off camera, and we were talking about how a lot of this is still going to be the Orion VII Old Gen. And I mentioned this back on Tuesday, that we're stuck with this till the end of the year. That's why if he's pointed it out that I'm getting familiar with the fleet, then yes, I've proven my case to him. And now we're stopped, and another weird noise. Guess what I just had to do? Make the announcements because the PA system's broken. Barely hit the driver. Really wish we had the automated system because the Novabus LFS has it. I've shown it to you on this channel 3 or 4 times by now, maybe even 5 or 6, at least 7. On most occasions the signs don't work. Here's how I think this is going to happen. Probably by the summer, hopefully the new buses will come in. Hopefully. I'm not saying something. But I have a theory once the summer comes, a lot of the LFS fleet will be out on this route. But then again, you know how the Q43 gets that fleet compared to this fleet, number 46. Yep, now you hear it. That engine is just making one of the worst noises I've ever heard.
They have this one for $60.
It's probably one of the valves inside. It can't hold its own. Uh-oh. Folks, I think we have a breakdown. We have a breakdown coming up, I think. You gotta be kidding me. Please tell me this is not an LFS. Yep, it's an LFS. Just broke down. Alright, let's get the number. Yeah, it's 8476. Another vehicle I've been inside. Yep, no driver. Probably broke down as it was making its routes. So, this is taking a weird twist today. I actually get to show you all a breakdown. Interesting twist, huh? This is not a day for these breakdowns to be happening. I'm sure Nice Bus is going to be having problems today. I wouldn't be surprised if something happened in Jamaica today. I wouldn't even be surprised. It's so cold. The drivers are probably going to call out and there'll be a shortage of buses today. Oh, by the way, how many days until the N24 splits between Garden City and Hicksville? How many more days exactly? T-minus 10 days. 10 days until Armageddon starts on the N24. That's right, I'm calling it N24. Somebody needs to document this N24 crisis. I don't know, I am really considering it. I am really considering documenting this N24 crisis. Because, I'm really debating if I should do it or not. I'm thinking it... Oh! Epic fail! The back door didn't open. Guess what? If I get off at Springfield, I'm going to have to get off at the front. Right. I'm going to say this again. Once the N24 splits between Great Neck and Hicksville, it's going to be Armageddon. N22 is going to get overcrowded. And, you know, I'm really thinking it's going to be an undercover story. You know what I'm thinking, folks? We're going to have to change something up in March. I'm really debating it. Because I don't know if I want to deal with the stress of this. Shouldn't I or shouldn't? That's a good question. Hey, you know, I thought of an idea, folks. There's one reasonable time of the year I could do it. It would have to be in late April. You know what, folks? I'm making it official now. Late April, early May, I'm going to add to the agenda of covering this N24 split. Because due to the weather, I just don't want to deal with this headache. If it's 60 degrees outside, I could tolerate being on Nice Bus. But not in this cold weather, because we have a lot more to cover on this channel. I'm really looking forward to showing you 23rd Street next week. And I'm really looking forward to showing you the construction of the AC and E line at 34th Street Penn next week. So, I'm going to stop recording because I have to track the 88 momentarily. Well, let's listen to this noise one more time. The noise is just worse outside. Oh, look at this. It takes up this part of the bus. That's awful. I don't see any cracks, so that's a good sign. The bumper is okay. The bumper is fine, but we better get our thumbnail. So here's our thumbnail. Not a good thumbnail. No, not a good thumbnail at all. We had a better thumbnail this way yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's a better thumbnail. Similar to yesterday's. basically got the thumbnail. So I did get it off because the 88 is coming. It just left Queens Village. So I might as well just wait out here. There it goes. Good riddance. Good riddance. Last thing I wanted to be on was that bus that could have broken down. Sorry for saying that, but could have just broken. It could break down. Could break down. We don't know. Or probably if the driver starts it up at Queens Boulevard later, it's probably not going to be able to move it if he tries to start the ignition. That's the problem with this cold weather. It's only going to get worse in the summer. The engines are just not going to be able to hold up. They won't. And remember, folks, I'm still going to cover this. Can't go away. I can't. Alright? Not when the news cycle is just repetitive. I have to help contribute to a different cause. So, I want to make one point that it's worse out here than it was yesterday. Tonight we're supposed to have wind chills in the single digits, I think, north and west of the city. But I think it's supposed to be near 11 or 12 for a real feel, possibly even 8 or 9 degrees by tomorrow morning. And they said the wind's going to diminish during the day tomorrow, so I'm hoping while I'm in my room tomorrow, this wind better die down. Because I'll quickly mention, I know I don't want to talk about personal stuff, but I've been having trouble sleeping the past couple days because in my room, it's too close to the window, and I hear the wind. It's awful. Dealing with it for years. I hate it. I just haven't been able to get that much sleep. I think last night what happened was, from what I'm thinking, I think that last night I was able to get, I don't know, maybe 7.5 hours of sleep. 7.5, I'd say? Yeah, because I've been getting 7 hours. It's just that it's so hard to fall asleep when you hear the wind. I hope it'll die down. And then now they're saying the snowstorm we're supposed to get is now going to stay in Philadelphia. So that's good news. That's good. I don't want to have any big snow. I really don't. It's the last thing we need. Saying now it's maybe even only going to be flurries. So let's hope that it keeps up. I really do not want to see any snow. So the 88's coming. I see one Q27 coming up over here. There's a couple other buses that are not in service. I wonder where they're going to end up, because hopefully both buses are going to stop for us. That's the last thing we need. As I said, I really hope this one's going to die down, because it's just been awful since, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, I think yesterday the wind just got worse. Alright, here's one bus, 6467. Here's 6902. And here's the 88. Excellent. So as you know, I have to document what happens on this transfer, because if I don't, then I can't go to the MTA and, prove that my transfer didn't go through. So let's see if I can get my Metro card. Hang on. Put the camera down so that way we have proof if I get scammed. Wow. Alright, let's see. Alright, transfer went through. Let's again be on 6489. Alrighty. Because again, I don't want to get scammed every time I get a transfer, because if I didn't tell you the story, I'll recap it. So right before Christmas, I got scammed. The fare box didn't properly work. I was transferring onto here. I think my mom knows about the story. I think I told her about it. I'm not too sure, but I called the MTA. They didn't give me another a Metro card. It was supposed to give me 135 of a Metro card, or 275, or whatever it was. He didn't give it back to me. So I have a quarter in my wallet. I'm going to save it for this week. I'm going to see if I can get a dime from somebody or take a change over the weekend, because I'm going to add 135 back onto my Metro card this upcoming week when I'm in the city. I'll probably do it at 23rd Street on the F after I'm done filming that summit. Well, I really mean it, folks. I have to document my transfers now, because if I don't, if something goes wrong, then there's no video proof, and I can't tape. I'm doing it for my safety. I don't even feel safe in this bus. There's no cameras. There's no cameras on these old gens. How am I supposed to feel safe if something happens? Exactly proves my point. I'm gonna take my seat. Figure we'll do a graffiti check. Ooh, boy. Already missing glass up here. That's not good. I think somebody must have shattered it. Oh my god. So far this bus doesn't look that bad. No graffiti. Oh. That's not a big deal. No real vandalism. Ooh, that engine doesn't sound good. Well, let's get a closer seat by the window, because I want to see if that homeless person is still there. Because I'm seriously I'm thinking about calling 311 when I get home to report him. Department of Homeless Services has to come out here and take a look at this. So I think it's the same homeless guy that was hanging around Kekkonen Park all this time. Not Kekkonen. No. Cunningham Park. That's where he was hanging around. Well, when we get to Bell Boulevard, I'm going to have the camera out and I'll show you all again what he looks like, because I have to again really think about reporting this homeless person, because he's on MTA property, number one, which if he's going to just trespass on MTA property, he shouldn't be standing out there. Nobody reports him. If I was a bus driver, of course I'd be reporting him. I have every right to let the Department of Homeless Services know about this. Yeah. Also, one more note to Randomness 10. Remember how I was telling you about the heater? Back here, the vent? That's where it is back here. So, if you're ever on the Orion VII old gen, you can take a look for yourself. But, I am working on trying to get him in one of my videos in the future. So, I'll disclose that when time is appropriate. 6489 is just leaving. I know this is an extra scene, but we gotta get this on tape, folks. We have a disaster. This is bending. You can't really see it that well, but look at this. The bumper's having problems. And that engine noise is just awful. Plain awful.